Hello, my dear viewers. It's a privilege to be before you once again to share with you another powerful truth that will transform you and also transform your relationship. And the nugget I have for you today from my book, Marriage in 50 Nuggets, which are actually in volumes. The nugget I have for you today is walk a mile in their hearts, not just their shoes. I take it again. Walk a mile in their hearts and not just in their shoes. You see, true compassion in marriage is not walking in your spouse's shoes alone. It is walking a mile in their heart. It is feeling their silent fears. It is carrying their unseen burdens. It is loving them not for what they show, but for what they silently endure. That is true compassion. In marriage, it is easy, very easy indeed, to notice behaviors, to notice reactions, even flaws. But it takes compassionate maturity to look beneath the surface. It is true compassion in marriage that can expose the hidden things under. True compassion in marriage is not just trying to understand your spouse's actions. It is trying to understand the emotions, trying to understand the battles, the wounds, the longings that shape those actions. Walking in your spouse's shoes may expose you to their responsibilities and routines, but walking in their heart means stepping into their inner worlds, not just their responsibilities and routines. It means stepping into their inner world, that part of them that they rarely express, the fears they never verbalize, the disappointments they hide with a smile, the grief they buried under performance, the guilt they carry from past mistakes, the scars no one else has seen. True compassion is not based on what your spouse does or says. It is based on what they carry silently deep down. And sometimes the most Christ-like thing anyone can do in marriage is to see your spouse's invisible pain, invisible failures, invisible things that are there in their heart and love them anyway. In Hebrews chapter 4 verse 15, Hebrews 4 verse 15 NIV, the Bible talks about this kind of love in Jesus. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses. You see, Christ entered our pain, not just to fix them, but to feel us. That is the gold or the golden standard of compassion. Not just trying to solve problems, but actually trying to feel what the person feels. Now, this kind of love creates safety. It builds trust. It says, I know you are struggling, but I'm not leaving you alone. It is this kind of compassion that doesn't just solve problems. It heals hearts. I give you a story of one young man, Jude, a very reserved man, rarely shared his emotions, and his wife Lillian often felt neglected and unloved. She tried everything from confrontation to withdrawal. Nothing worked. He was just a reserved man. Now, at the couple's retreat, the facilitator asked, have you ever walked a mile in your spouse's heart? Oh, that question broke Lillian. That night, she got home and very humbly and in a very emotional voice asked Jude just one question. She asked him, "What have you been carrying alone? Please, I want to share it." Huh? He cried for the first time in years. And he opened up. He opened up about the financial pressure he was under. He opened up about the childhood shame he felt. He opened up about the feeling that had been worrying him. That was the first time he ever do such thing. He opened up. And he also told her of his feeling like he could never live up to her expectations because of one thing or the other, one way or the other that she was behaving. He always felt, he said, "I always felt as if I can never live up to expectation because of all the challenges, because of the past trauma." You see, it wasn't that he didn't love her. He was just drowning quietly. He was dying alone in silence. Now, from that moment, everything changed. She no longer reacted to his silence with anger, but with prayers and with her presence. Gradually, their home became a safe place again because she saw in his eyes. She could walk his walk. She could feel what he had passed through and was passing through. I want to search yourself at this point. I'll give you 3 questions. Let's search ourselves. Number 1, do I truly know what weighs on my spouse's heart? Or do I only respond to what they show externally? Do I know what is happening in his heart? Number 2, have I made space for my spouse to be vulnerable? Or have I punished them for some discoveries or revelations? That will make them shut down. Some people try to express, but your reaction to them could make them just shut down. And they will never further tell you anything again. So have I made space for my spouse to be vulnerable, or have I punished him or her for some discoveries or revelation, which may have led him to shut down? Number 3, am I more focused on correcting my spouse's behavior than understanding their brokenness? I want to challenge you, and I think we should challenge ourselves too. Give you 3 challenging action points. Number 1, ask your spouse, what are you carrying right now that I haven't seen? Then listen with your heart, not your judgment. Don't listen to judge. Number 2, pray daily over unspoken burden that your spouse may be carrying, and asking God to soften the heart so that she can share with you. And then also the next challenge I want to give to you, challenge number 3, for the next 1 week, stop reacting to surface behaviors. Instead, respond with questions to whatever thing you see them doing that you used to shout at before. So you can respond with a question that goes deeper this time around within yourself. What is behind this reaction today? What could possibly be behind it? And then you need to commit yourself to God in prayer, even as you take those points. So I give you 3 prayer points as I begin to round up. Number 1 prayer point: Lord, give me eyes to see beyond the surface of my spouse's words and into the unspoken depths. Give me eyes that will see the truth. I know many of us have hearts that quickly judge. No, Lord, give me the eyes to see beyond the surface of my spouse's words into the unspoken depths, so that I can see the reality, what is happening there, not by assumption. Number 2, heal my heart, Lord, so that I can love from a place of compassion, not control, not fear, not frustration. Then number 3, Father, teach me to love like you. Love without condition, love without fear, and love with divine sensitivity. Teach me that kind of love. And I leave you with this final thought for today. Many marriages suffer not because of hatred, but because of misunderstanding. Beneath the silence, beneath the short temper, Beneath the emotional withdrawal, there is often a heart crying for safety, a heart crying for affirmation, a heart crying for gentleness. You may never fully understand the depth of your spouse's pain, but you can be the one safe place where they don't have to explain it all. Let your love be more than logical. Let it be compassionate from today. Not just walking in their shoes, but journeying through their hearts, step by step, mile by mile, with grace. Because when compassion enters a marriage, healing is never far behind. May your marriage receive the greatest healing that will bring peace and bring joy and bring healings to your spouse's heart and to your own heart. I leave you with a good wish. Watch out for the next nugget. Thank you for listening to me. You are blessed.